Welcome back to the Malapert Smart Wrestling Podcast. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please hit subscribe right now. We don't even need you to really listen. We just need your subscription, okay? We needed the money. We needed the money. We're broke. We need money to feed our families, our kids. So please help us out so I can help out Vlad, the wrestling expert. He also needs, to buy a boat. That's what he wants, and a private jet. So hopefully we can get that going, get some money going, so we can get Vlad all the things he's always dreamed of having. But,
with two supermodels around my arm.
Oh yeah, Ric Flair style.
Sure. Ric Flair style. Nate Jabbar.
I also got Robert with me here, the Frozen Asian, to discuss some AEW. Last week we went through the reveal of the Devil, and we're in a new era now. The MJF era is over. Samoa Joe is now the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. We're going to catch this segment today on Dynamite, or it was the other day, it was January 10th. I didn't watch this segment, so I watch the show and I cut clips. It's never the first time I watch it. There's been times where Robert hasn't seen things and it'll be like fresh, and I like getting that like fresh perspective sometimes from somebody. It's like a genuine reaction. So today it's me. I think you guys watched it, but I didn't. So I just kind of going to play it as it is. Actually, I'm going to start on Saturday, on January 5th, when there was a video promo sent in by Hook. So he actually enters the foray in this storyline. So let's see what he said.
Here's the deal. My win percentage, second to none. I think many would agree it's time for Hook to get after another championship. Got my crosshair set on you. An undeniably bad man. Watch you with a close eye from a young age due to personal connections. Samoa Joe, I'm coming for you.
Man.
And your world title.
All of a sudden. Like he didn't care for the longest time about the world title, and now all of a sudden he gets an urge to jump in there. He still has the FTW title.
FTW champion, like, get out of here. I have more thoughts on Hook later. I want to kind of go through the segment before I rant on Hook. So let's
see what happens. So now I'm jumping to Dynamite. We're at January 10th now. So Samoa Joe comes out. It's the first time he comes out as champion because he didn't come out last week. He only had like a pre-tape video after he won the title.
But what a pre-tape.
Yeah, a lot of praise for it. But here he comes in today to Daly's place, the home of AEW as they call it.
It is.
Home to the Jacksonville Jaguars, I guess, are right next door. So Samoa Joe comes in with a nice suit, no tie, but, dressed well, as the champion should be dressed well, like a pro, like an adult man. Let's see what he says today.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Samoa Joe. And I stand here before you tonight as your AEW World Champion.
Look how happy he is. Hey.
The happy Samoan.
Oh, getting a lot of praise from the crowd here today.
No. I was destined for this. And in light of that, tonight we make some changes to the championship challenging protocol. You see, when you're champion, you become a marked man, and this is a very dangerous environment. I heard even a devil who made a bad deal is looking for me. But we're not worried about devils tonight, because if anybody runs things in Duval County, it's Samoa Joe.
All right, so teasing some dissension with Adam Cole, even though they worked together in that devil storyline. They were associates, but it's leading towards something with them at some point. But, okay, Samoa Joe thinks he can make some rules up now because he's the champion.
So in light of that, here are the changes that we're making to the championship protocol. No more will you have to come out here and whine on this mic about your poor misfortune. No more we have to go on your social media and make your little hoe-ass comments.
That's true. That's true.
You bring your record and your reputation, you submit it to the championship committee, and if you're deemed worthy, you get an express pass to walk that aisle right there, get in this ring, and have me stomp your ass out in front of everybody who's ever cheered for you.
You bring your record and your reputation. So you have to have some wins, and you got to have a reputation. Is that what it is? Isn't that kind of what it's always been? Okay.
Not really.
But who's the championship committee? That's the question.
Yeah, we don't know what that is. And Daniel Bryan?
Daniel Bryan, Sanjay Dutt.
For the new championship era is here. And for all you who want a piece of me, your champion will be waiting.
Yeah, he's basically open to any comers. Oh, there he goes, Swerve Strickland. All right. I kind of knew about this. I didn't see it, but I knew Swerve came out to stake claim. A fan favorite of the recent months leading up to his feud with Hangman Page, where he went over, has a high spot in the company now because Hangman Page has had a reputation with this company. Like it or not, he's been champion and such.
Sure.
He put Swerve over. Swerve couldn't win that Continental thing, though, but he got close. I guess he was up there. Put in a good showing. A lot of us thought he was going to win.
No. Let's just give it to Eddie Kingston. That makes more sense.
Brought the whole Mogul embassy with him, huh? This is an occasion. Come with me, my friend. I'm going to challenge for the world title.
This is my first time here at Daly's place, but we gonna call this whose house? Now, Joe, a couple months ago, I told this man Hangman Page that it wasn't really a personal thing between me and him. I just after his spot, and look what happened. I took it. So I'm gonna reiterate that same thing to you, Joe. This ain't a personal thing between you and me. I just want that AEW championship. And I'm gonna take it. However, after I take that title from you and you choose to make this a personal thing between you and me, I mean, I'd be more than happy to.
More than happy to what? Make it personal? He's good at that. He's good at making things personal. He'll go to your house. Make it Swerve's house.
He'll kidnap your children.
Right. Well, it comes Hangman Page. I don't see why he would want to butt his nose in this. He lost. He lost to Swerve. If anyone deserves a shot, it's Swerve. Who did Hangman fight at the pay-per-view? Did he have a match? Did he even have a match?
I have no idea, bro. That was a
I don't think he was on the card at World Title.
I don't think he was.
Here he is, though, with his reputation, I guess. Not much of a record.
Been there, man.
Well, boys, if we're out here calling our shots, making New Year's resolutions, I'll go ahead and I'll make mine. Because 2023 for me, it held a lot. I beat John Moxley in a Texas death. I reunited with the elite anarchy in the arena, blood and guts. And as much as you found me, Swerve, I found you. And as much as you found me, Swerve, I found you. But the one thing that I lost sight of last year was the AEW World Championship. And in 2024, I will make it mine.
Okay, I like the fire. I like the fire, at least.
Joe's loving this, guys.
I don't know if it makes any sense, but okay.
Right.
Hangman Adam Page looking directly at Swerve Strickland, but he's not paying a lot of attention to the man that holds that AEW World Championship in Samoa Joe.
Why is Swerve leaving? We should send his boys to attack him.
Making compelling cases here, Tony.
And I see you smirking over here, huh?
man.
What the hell are you smirking at, huh? I ain't forgot what you had done to me.
Oh yeah, that's true.
From you.
That's true. For anyone who's listening who didn't remember, Samoa Joe worked with the Devil people, Adam Cole's guys, to take him out. The Devil people.
Those devilish people.
Adam Cole's guys, yeah, they beat him up in the parking lot and powerbombed him through like a windshield of a car, right? If I remember correctly.
Was it real glass? I was curious.
Cry me a river, Robert.
Cry me a river if it was real glass, huh? Yeah.
Joe, intimidated by anyone.
All right, so there's two guys who came in. Make it a three-way.
Like I said, you're a mock man when you're a world champion. You gotta have your head on a swivel.
Samoa Joe
Okay, very proud of himself.
are not in short supply.
Samoa Joe was raising his title belt to the air like the segment was going to end, and then Hook's music hits. And here comes Hook wearing a hoodie, a black hoodie. For you audio podcast listeners, if I could describe his look, he looks like he left his high school. He's going to McDonald's to get lunch on his lunch break. He has a lunch pass.
He looks like he's looking to score some weed, bro.
Or a bag of Doritos or Lay's
Looks
chips.
like he already scored it.
From the student store.
8-1 record.
28-1.
One of the greatest.
Oh, what was the one loss? Oh, it was the Jungle Boy. I remember.
Yeah, when he went through real glass.
0.
So actually, I think you won that one, right?
Oh, did he? Yeah, he won the rematch. Yes, that's where he won it back.
The rematch is when you went through.
And he goes nose to nose with Samoa Joe here. He's pretty small in comparison, I must say, but he's like a little Pomeranian that thinks it's badass, that can beat up a pit bull. All right, so 3 people have thrown their name into the hat here. All right, it's always interesting when a company starts out fresh with a new champion, completely new storyline angles. So here we got a little bit of a heads up of what's to come. Robert, what do you think of all this?
So let me first start off with the Hook promo. I did not watch Collision, so I had no idea that happened. So when he did show up to confront Samoa Joe, that felt very random to me because I didn't see that promo ahead of time, as for context. Also, I want to say that's the most I've ever heard Hook say, like, ever.
Yeah,
I don't
pretty much.
I don't think I've ever heard him. I don't think I've ever heard him say more than 1 or 2 words. So okay, that's progression there, I suppose. All right, so we'll start off with Swerve. I did like him confronting Samoa Joe. I thought that was cool. I personally would have preferred it if it was just Swerve. So when I saw Hangman Adam Page come out, I was like, really? Him too? I don't know. Maybe they're going to do like some sort of match between, triple threat to see who gets to fight Samoa Joe. But still, I would have preferred for it to just be Swerve and then just go from there. But there are 2 pretty big names for the company. Hook, all right, I don't know. Not that I don't like Hook, but he hasn't really done much. Like, who is he? Yeah, he has a good record, but he hasn't had any, like...
He beat Jungle Boy, one of the pillars.
Okay. All right, he beat one of the pillars. But I don't know. I feel like he should do more for me to feel like he's earned a title shot. You know what I mean? That still feels a little random to me, even after seeing the promo. That's my thoughts. I want it to be Swerve. Out of those 3, I hope he's the one that gets the shot.
All right, Vlad, what about you? What are your thoughts about the direction this is headed in?
Well, I'll start with the Hook thing. I'm not saying Hook can't become something, but I definitely have to agree with Robert that nobody can remember any of his wins. He's 28-1, but he's been in part of like stuff with Orange Cassidy, which we all hate, and he's been with the Best Friends, and he had something with Jungle Boy feuding with him for a little while, right? But overall, nobody can really remember much of anything that he's done. So to put him in the world title picture or even have him get a title shot seems kind of crazy. But it's not really that crazy when you think of Tony Khan's booking because, like, he had Sammy Guevara have a title shot, and Sammy Guevara is a guy that's constantly getting beat. So I don't know. It's just more of weird booking by Tony Khan.
It's just time, man. It seems like it's time. How long do we have to wait to put Hook in the title picture? We've been saying this. They should have done it in the beginning when he was hot. They should have done it in the beginning.
That's what I'm saying. Why don't they build them up first? Okay, yes, I agree. You could be time for him, but if they actually did something with him a year in 2023, just all of a sudden start 2024, it's like, hey, this guy is going to get a title shot. He's a deserving challenger. It's insane.
Yeah,
it's not to be taken.
They didn't really build it up well, I would say. No. Okay, I'm with you there.
It's not to be taken serious. I'm fine with building up young guys and guys that deserve to have a shot, but there's absolutely no build for this. 0. Other than that, I think Swerve should be the top challenger. But I also think it's really weird that like Swerve and Joe are heels, but they're getting such great fan reaction. Like it really makes you not understand what really is going on within the company. Like the heels are the fan favorites. There are no really baby.
Well, the fans are smart marks. They like who they like. They don't care if they're good or bad guys, basically. Which is kind of weird. Yeah. You don't really want that like that completely.
Not like completely. You want them to get heat, these guys, but they're getting cheered. Like, thank you, Joe. Whose house is the Swerve's house? Like things like that. Like, unless one of them is going to be a babyface, which I think if they end up having a feud, one of them will have to turn face. Most likely Swerve, I think. Because Joe's just too good at being a heel. Like, he's just a monster, right? So hard for him to really be. I mean, he could be a babyface, but it's better for him to be a heel. I think that's the direction that he needs to really focus on. I don't think Adam Page should have anything to do with any of this. I don't know why he's even involved, unless he's involved again to get Swerve more over. Because Swerve is the guy that's on fire right now. He's the guy that's drawing the best reaction and what people care about the most right now within AEW's wrestling community. So that's what I would push. That's what I would go for.
Well, it looks like it's going to be some type of maybe triple threat match or something, and then the winner gets Samoa Joe, I'm guessing. I don't see him being in a four-way like they're doing in WWE on the other side.
I could be wrong, but they didn't announce Joe versus Hook. I thought they said something for Dynamite.
Oh,
am I wrong?
wait. That's right. Hook at the very end. It was hard to hear him, but he said 1 week. He did say that Samoa Joe, so yeah, next week's Dynamite, they're gonna...
All right, well, we'll cover more of this as time goes on. We'll see the Samoa Joe storyline. He is the world champion, so we have to at least talk about what's going on in the world title picture. We don't cover all of AEW really anymore because a lot of it's just kind of not worth covering. They're not giving us much. A lot of multi-man tag matches, New Japan style, that don't really have much to do with anything. But,
yeah,
you know, for this was okay. This wasn't too bad. It wasn't like earth-shattering segment or anything, but it was fine.
No.
I enjoyed it. Let's see what happens. All right, then. For the Frozen Asian, for the wrestling expert, for the Malapert Smark, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.